Hello, Ranical. Hello, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Mitina, thank you for lurking. Appreciate it. Let's. We got all the time we need to chat in game today. It's going to be another chill farming one. So let me just start that up before I can swap to the screen. There it be. It's going to take a second to grab it. There we go. It always skips all the intro. I think the swapping scenes is some kind of shortcut for skip intro. There are many bears with you. Are there? I see no bears. Oh, you're being with me. I see. You know, I don't listen to what I'm saying. Right, okay, here we are. Continue. This is going to take about 10 minutes to load. So, Ranical, how are you doing? Is this before or after sleep today? I hope your day's going well either way, obviously, like I said. And yeah, we're just going to chill out today. I didn't stream over the weekend, which I'd planned to. Plan was to do it Sunday or Monday, completely forgetting the fact that obviously Monday was a day I had reserved something else, so we didn't do that. So that narrowed it down to Sunday. And I woke up on Sunday with just a headache. Not like a really bad headache, just a headache that kind of just kept going, and it was so annoying. And so I didn't stream because I thought best just get rid of this and then take it from there. So here we are today, Tuesday, the first day. Stuff Ducks, hello! Oh my god, I've been so curious about this game. Good afternoon, everyone. You've been curious about Farm Sim? That is odd. But, I mean, no, I understand what you're saying. It's one of the. I sort of knew what I was getting into, but I didn't really, you know. So I don't know as if I was curious about the game so much as knowing exactly what it was, but I still want to sort of have fun with it, you know. But anyway, I digress. The point is, Stuff Ducks, how are you? How are you doing? How's your day? It must be pretty early for you there now. I hope you slept well, starting the day reasonably. So his birthday. Yes, yeah. Well, I didn't want to say that in case you didn't want to know. People don't know. I mean, where are we? It's before sleepish. I woke up at like 2 a.m. I sleep an hour ago, feeling sleepy. So hopefully it's before sleep, but also not quite sleepy yet. This is so random. It is. That's kind of all over the place. I don't know as if I mean, I can understand. Power Wash being so calming for me. Curious about other games. Of course, that's fair. Sims are great. Oh, because we're ready to start. Sims are great fun for that kind of just chill out and do nothing. Power Wash is really fun. I don't own it on PC. I have it. I got it on like the Game Pass core thing for Xbox, and that really. Oh, where are we? No, you're right. I've just been talking to myself for like 5 minutes. God damn it. Right, when I swapped scenes, I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, you can hear me talking. God damn it. Okay, I swapped scenes and I pressed the wrong button. I was like, oh, thank God I didn't press a button that didn't do anything. And it just accidentally muted my mic before I swapped scenes. God damn it. Sorry about that, everybody. Right, what was I saying? I'll just repeat what I was saying. Right, I swapped to my tractor. That was it. Last week, we cleaned up this field for someone else to make money. I have a single field growing myself. Otherwise, I'm making money through doing jobs for other people. And when we completed the last mission, they gave us all these soybeans because the mission completed before the field was done. So I just finished off the field and get the soybeans for myself. So I'll go sell those now and get the money out of them. Thought it was yeah, I'm sorry, everybody. I was just it did because the button I pressed shouldn't have even muted it. So I didn't check that my mic was on. Never mind. Live and learn. But what else was I saying? Oh, that was it. Right, you were saying about Power Wash Simulator. Right. Yeah, because it's a really... Power Wash Simulator is really fun, but it's much more relaxed than this game. And this game is not difficult, it's not hard, and if you start to run into money problems, you can get loans from the bank and things like that. But I think you do still need to be relatively considerate of precision. Whereas in Power Wash, you literally just go, well, I'm gonna hang on. Where am I going? Yeah, this is the right way. Okay, good. You just in Power Wash, yeah, you clean things, and if you run out of money, it doesn't matter because you just keep cleaning. That's all you need to do. You always have the basic cleaning. Whereas in this, you can run out of money and potentially not do a job. But that's I think where the missions come into it. You can always catch up somewhere. It's unlikely to be at a stage where you just fail horribly. You just maybe get a setback, Where am I going? Oh no, that's cruise control. Where's the map? Oh, this is one. Okay, cool. This, right. So our field down here, number 18. That is, what? I don't. Oh no, that's not. It's these ones. There we are. Growth. It is still growing. It turns yellow when it's ready to harvest. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Oh yeah. Right. So, that's our finances, contracts. So I'm going to sell the stuff we've got. Anyway, sorry. Tofu for everyone. Exactly. We've got to reading lips, and no, that doesn't work. I could have transcribed what I heard saying upstairs. Oh, that would have been interesting. See, right. Jesus. Okay, so last time we did a field of about 17 acres, I think. This is 25 acres. Bearing in mind the 17-acre field took me 2.5 hours to do. 25 acres, insane. For 17 grand? I think we did about 12 grand on just, fertilising a field last week. It was so much more interesting. So, I'm inclined to aim for... harvesting doesn't seem like it is worth the cost, basically. Because when we look at this, we're harvesting, we're going, that's not a lot, 0.8 of an acre, but it's also only £500. That's not going to get us anywhere. Anyway, in-house and wildly, see, things might have been a bit strange. Yeah. Cultivating? Maybe we could invest in a cultivator, but then I don't really, that seems like an unnecessary investment at the moment. Harvesting, 11 acres for 7 grand, not bad. Baling, ploughing. Do we have a plough? I think we do. I think we bought a plough, so maybe it's worth. Because what do we have actually? Where are we? Right, so we've got these do not tell me what they are. They've just got a bunch of names. How is that helpful? Vehicle overview. Oh my god. Okay, ignore that. Right. Transporting. We could probably do transporting. That's it. Right. We have a trailer. So yeah. Yeah. Paying some wheat instead of that wheat I have. quiet you. Some easy transporting because we have a trailer, I believe. God, actually, what do we have? Jesus, let's just. I'll tell you what. Let's right. We're going to want to sell this stuff, which means we need to take it to a we need to take it to a silo of some description. Railroad East Silo. Right, so if we biogas plant, interesting. A lime station. So I assume that's where you would buy lime, or if you want it, or you can sell it. I don't know, but we were using lime for fertilizing. Right. Okay. So if I head left here, I can sell to the silo. This like a port. Interesting. Anyway, right. Doesn't matter. Okay. Let's head left. Sorry, guys. Holding up. Right. Yes. Of course, I have a trailer because that is what I'm driving right now. Okay. God, I've got to get used to these tractor controls again. Actually, lime, or has any other meaning? It's not the fruit lime. It's the stone. You know, limestone, and it's used for changing the acidity in the soil to improve the quality for harvesting. Well, for growing and, you know, a better harvesting. In the game, it directly affects your outcome, I believe. Whereas in real life, of course, it's just used for the purposes of making it actually work. Oh, you ought to be putting into coconut. No! Put the lime in the coconut and die. Better than lie, like last week someone thought it was. Like, what? You know, crisps and chips. No. Oh, God. Struggling to get up here. Yeah, sorry, I've got to get used to these controls again. Right, so I assume we come in here, ready to sell up. Can I sell it? It's not telling me I'm allowed to empty. Okay. Tip side left. You. We're pouring it in here, hoping it's going to get us some money. I was using soap making. Exactly, yeah, you don't want to pour that in anything. Did we make money out of that? I wasn't watching the top right. Did that give us money? Hydrate. DD, hello. Thank you. Where's my water? There it is. I was too busy checking buttons. I didn't watch me money. Did it go up? Hang on. So, oh, yeah, it's auto-saving. Finances. Central grain elevator. Oh, right. So this dictates what the prices are, where you should sell things if you're going to. Oh, so it's the pork grain elevator would sell more for whatever that soybeans. That's what we had, wasn't it? Oh, I should have gone to pork grain elevator. Right, bear that in mind. I'll have to check that later. I've no idea if I actually just made money. I can't remember. Oh, expenditure. Contracts. I think I may have just pulled this grain away and not made anything from it. Because I can't tell. Never mind. Right, okay. Point is, I'm going to pick up another contract. Sorry, Didi, hello. How you doing? So we can do transporting. That's easy enough. What do you want to do? Transport items from dairy station to dam. It's an easy, quick grand, isn't it? Items from cement factory to construction site. We can only do one at a time, can't we? Spraying. worth getting at some point. Weed killer, that is. Thank you for the cookies. Spraying, cultivating, ploughing. We need a cultivator and a plough at some point. Even if it's just so that we can do more missions, I guess. Looks like ploughing's going to bring in a lot of money, generally. As long as it doesn't take too long. Yeah, I mean, 2, 3... Oh no, that's harvesting. 2.5 hectares, easy enough. 2 hectares, yeah. Why do I saying hectares? Acres, sorry, it's the C is throwing me off. Alright, okay, let's do this one for a second. Do some transport. What are we looking at here? That's me. Where am I going? What is this contract? It's from dairy station to dam. Where's the dairy station? I thought it would highlight on the map. Wait, red dot. That's the dam. Funnily enough, near the dam, I guess. Where the hell's the dairy station? Yellow dot. That must be it up there. Yeah, because we have a yellow dot here, but that's our vehicle. Okay, so... Okay, so we turn around, go up here, cross that little bridge, turn left, and it's straight. Okay, it's easy enough. We can live with that. I don't know what we're transporting, but we'll do it. We'll do whatever it is. I'm hoping it's not some kind of liquid, because, it's drugs, maybe. Happy teary eyes, by the way. Teary eyes? What's wrong with teary eyes? This is, again, I wasn't looking at chat and I have no idea what's going on. I'm Muppet. Oh, do you know what we do need, though? The radio? Oh, the emoji, since it's so tiny. I see. Happy teary eyes. Right, okay. So yeah, so how's everyone's day going? We just, ours is going pretty... Oh, do you know what we do need? Speed up time slightly. I'm going to sit here on a 1-to-1 at 1 in the morning. That's crazy. Oh no, my god. Oh Jesus, I wouldn't trust that. Not personally, or whatever. Surprisingly awake. How's my day going? But it's fine, thanks. Yeah, we've been chilling. We're just coming up for about 1:45 in the afternoon. So I've had breakfast, which was technically lunch, if you don't count the sweets I had this morning, because I've still got like a bunch of chocolate left over from wait, what is it? Oh. There is a button for upping cruise control, and I can't remember what it is. Never mind. Chocolate makes grabby hands. Yeah. And was it stroopwafels for breakfast? I had a couple of them. Yes. Yeah. Totally legit meals. Exactly. They've got they've got the they've got the calories. What more do you need to keep going in life? Hang on, Jesus, what are the controls? What have I forgotten here? Cruise control. Where is it? Have I gone right past it? Maybe. Not cranes. Increase, decrease, cruise control. Ah, of course it is, yes. There we go. I have it hotkeyed and everything, and I forgot what button it was. There we go. Do not get between anything. No, no. I do not like to share food. But, unless offered, obviously. You know, I'm not a monster. I thought there was a gate here, and it's not. Okay. Let's pull in here. I had right, it was a Christmas-themed After Eight, basically. If you're not familiar with After Eights, they are dark chocolate with a white mint fondant filling in the middle. A very thin slice of it. And they're called After Eights, I don't know, for some marketing reason, back in the God knows when. But anyway, they also released small, like, London-themed shaped chocolates. Basically, exactly the same thing, but instead of being a thin wafer, they're shaped like London landmarks. And I got like oh, what's it called? Elizabeth Tower or whatever it is for Big Ben. So I had one of them and some Stroop waffles, which are yummy. Got a disagreement with my boyfriend. Donuts for breakfast or a dessert? But what about pancake waffles, French toast? It's all sweet. Even cereal is sweet. Well, yeah, everything's... Yeah, loads of stuff is sweet in the morning. So he doesn't think donuts are breakfast. I mean, breakfast is not, obviously, a food. It's a term. Where the fuck am I going to pick this shit up? I don't know. I don't know where I am or why. Let's get some light on the subject here. So you just need, you know, you just need to break fast, don't you? Really, you know, and just a matter of getting some calories in you. So I say most things are breakfast. I mean, why? The time, right? Time to get off road. Existential crisis. No, I just chocolates. I'm totally exactly. Oh bums! I'm not going to fit through there. Jesus Christ! I'm going to try and reverse this trailer now. Oh, do you know what? Fuck it. Brute force. There we go. Brute force and ignorance. Okay, I've got to turn around. I don't see like anything really sort of highlighting, saying, "Hey, come here to pick things up." I kind of expected that because I don't even know what I'm transporting. Was I supposed to bring my own forklift or something? Is it this? Oh my god, it's right. It's this here. Oh no. Wait, can I... No, don't get in, idiot. I'm trying to... I thought that hand was press E to interact. Oh. Object too heavy. Oh, no. Right, hang on. I'll tell you what. Leave that here. We're going to go to the shop and see how much it would be to buy something that might help us carry a pallet or two. That has a radio. Nice, yeah. It's all like its own, you know, bespoke music. I'm assuming it's probably going to get horrendously copyrighted, but I don't, you know, I don't monetize YouTube anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's fine. What was I saying? Oh, chocolates. Yeah, I had some chocolates, and then I had some strip waffles, and then I ate lunch, I guess. But yeah, anything, pretty much anything can be for breakfast. I'm thinking right now, is there anything I wouldn't have for breakfast that is, you know, because I wouldn't consider it a breakfast food? I mean, there's obviously stuff I wouldn't eat, but just trying to think. Where's the nearest shop? If I transport, can I do it with my... Oh, there's a shop here. Oh, it says visit. Let's just see what it says. See what stuff we're looking at here. Oh, no. Is it going to be under miscellaneous? Landscaping? No. Placeables? No. Objects? No. Tools. Weights? Oh, no, it's a dolly. I was thinking of like a hand dolly, but no, that's a trailer of some description. Wheel loader? What is a wheel loader? Oh, forklifts. Okay. Side salad for breakfast? That's the thing. I think pretty much anything goes. I mean, we used to have chainsaws. Sweet. I'm used to having. Let's face it, the full English breakfast is basically dinner. It's a whole bunch of carbs and so on. It's just a matter of getting a good meal to keep you going for the day, isn't it? Really. Not seeing anything here that's handy. Okay, miscellaneous. Telehandler. Stack and load various goods. Hang on, so in real life, the only way they're thinking of moving this stuff is either with a bespoke vehicle or not at all. Why do we not just have like a pallet truck, like a hand, moving thing? Iced coffee for breakfast. Go back to looking. Fair enough. Thank you for looking. Yeah, well, exactly. That's the thing. Most people just want something to wake them up, keep them going, don't they? And because half the time, I don't know about you, but personally, as I get older, I find I just don't have an appetite in the morning. I wake up and it takes me a couple of hours just to get moving and get my head right and so on. And then after that, I start to feel hungry. And by which time it's middle of the morning, so you might as well just go, well, it's more, brunch than breakfast. See, front loader is this? This is to be connected to a tractor, isn't it? Or it's to be connected to a front loader, I guess. So we got a pallet fork, which is easy enough. Yay, being old. Yeah, it's just. But then I also find I'm no good at eating later either, because it just sits on my stomach and everything. So you just end up going a good solid 12 hours or so without food easily, if not longer. And yeah, you just end up trying to cram 3 meals into sort of somewhere between 8 to 12 hours, and it's just I'm not that hungry most of the time. Okay, we seem to be in a bit of a pickle here, because I'm not seeing anything that allows us to move heavy goods sort of by hand, as I would expect. I don't know how to do that. Hang on. Oh. Because I wasn't sure if I could bring the tractor with me. I just left it here running. I like the fact the radio keeps going with the thingy off. Maybe I could do these bit at a time. Can I undo the pallet? How much we got? 32. No. Okay. Oh, I like the way when I've parked, it just automatically adds chocks here because we've unhooked. Interesting. And the full stop. It feels so icky next. Exactly. It's horrible, isn't it? No, that's what I was thinking. I thought there would be something by hand which would just allow me to, because it seems like a trailer is apparently no good for carrying things. Even if I got a pickup or something like that, I'm going to have to get something with forks to carry the pallets, or even just to move the pallets if I wanted to dump them in the back of this. Okay, so let's. Good thing is we can quick travel, so that's handy. So what's our cheapest option for forks of some description? So right here we have 37 for a forklift, basically. My God, 328,000. What is this? Collects materials from the ground and tips them into trailers. What? Jesus. Okay. We got a telehandler, which again, they're big vehicles, and you need to add something onto the front of. So we've got front loaders, 60,000. Skid steer loaders. Oh, look at this! It's got tractor wheels. Oh my god, I want to save up for that. Tractor tracks. I mean, you know, no, not tractor wheels. I mean, like tank tracks. That's what I was thinking of. Sorry, track. The track bit threw me. Ooh, oh, imagine that with some Hang on, let's have a look here. Ooh, just add some forks onto the front of that and go around picking stuff up. That'd be amazing. All in a good day's work. Yeah. Farmers, they have the ability to teleport between their vehicles and shops, and they just can't pick things up apparently with their hands. That's the idea of farmers I've got so far. So right, hang on. So if we have a tractor, wait, if we have a tractor, are there forks I can just stick on the front of the tractor because it has the ability to pick things up from the front as well? Damn, being an idiot. So front loaders, so things like this would stick. Front loaders are used to stack and load various goods, so I would put something like this on the front of my tractor. Oh, it's a hell of a journey, but I could make it. 800. I'm making profit out of the, you know, if I get the 11 grand contract. That's the one I want. Right, okay, that's what we're going to do. That's a bale spike. We don't need that. This one here. Let's have a look. Main colour? Yeah, fine, whatever. I mean, it doesn't say. It just says it's a pallet fork. It doesn't actually specify where it goes. Does it need to go onto one of these? Being a red makes me think you can't get it. Oh, just here, because it's the name. The company name is Stoll. Yeah. That's, oh, God, these games are nothing but farming company, like advertising almost, really. My brain stalled there, fair enough. It's stalled there. Wait, so do these attach to... Would these attach to my tractor, or is this only going to be added to something like this? It looks like it only goes onto this, but then this doesn't go onto my tractor. This goes onto a front loader, which is a different vehicle altogether, because that would be like one of these. No, because that's got all that stuff built in. Okay. Hang on, what tractor have I got? I picked up a pretty decent one. Do you know what? I might take the gamble and buy the forks and see what happens. If you install it too, I guess. Thank you. Steel loaders are... So what's the difference here on a skid steer loader? It's just a pallet fork of... It's only 800. I'm tempted to get it. Sorry, just buy everything. Exactly. Ooh, what the hell is this? It's a tree saw. Nice. Stump grinder. I'm going to pick up this pallet fork and see what happens. It's a Stoller one. Buy. Yeah. Okay. So that, it will be left there. Okay. So I've got to go to my tractor. Here we are. Hey, okay. Let's pack it. Yeah, some of the music on here actually isn't that bad. Some of it's all, you know, it's not great, but it's pretty decent. Although, I was saying last week, I did expect it to be a bit more farmer. This is real sort of like, it's a little poppy. Not what I was expecting for a quiet country life, you know? Out of my way, sign. Indie pop is perfection. just what you need to get you going in the morning. Oh my god. Okay, I can go faster than cruise control and this guy. Out of my way. Okay, damn straight. I think I know where I'm going. Yes, I do. Sweet. Oh, yeah, well, it's usually the other way around. What? Someone honking the horn at you and overtaking. Oh, train's incoming. Oh, passing a track. Yes, you're right. Okay. Moment of truth. No. Okay. They do not work for us. Jesus Christ. Oh, hang on. Maybe they... Were they attached to the back? Just for purposes of ruling things out. No. Okay. So we have to find something to... Sorry. Have to find something that allows us to attach that. So here's the front loader bit. So maybe they only clip on here. But then, does this attach to a tractor? Front loaders used to stack and load various goods. Yes, I know, but it doesn't look like it attaches to a tractor. But maybe it does. Maybe that's just, you know... Because what vehicle does it go on otherwise? Because the alternative, for me, which I'm thinking is like... oh, look, telehandlers. Is this the kind of pallet fork I would have wanted? No, not that. No, because that's part of telehandler. Because look, telehandlers are separate vehicles. So that goes on there. Front load. Right, yeah, granted, it does say front loaders here. So we need a front loader for the forks we just bought. Ignore that. Skid steer loaders. But see, look, it says here this is front loader. But here, the only front loader that's on display is a vehicle already. So surely that we don't swap out. It already has its bit on the end here. Hope the dairy doesn't go back. No, true. It looks like it's suitcases. So I don't know what the goods are exactly, but it doesn't look like it's going to go off anytime soon. Miscellaneous? Trail lifter, meadow roller? What is this? Transport tanks, transport liquid. Okay. 3-point hitch for tractors without one. Okay. You can restore the initial ground state. Oh, it deletes fields. Interesting. Okay. Levelers, low loaders? No, that's for carrying stuff later, isn't it? Like a... Yeah, okay. And look at this. This is really weird. When I scroll... I always think I'm going up a level. Like, you know, if I scroll up one, this row here goes down one. But it doesn't. It scrolls by individual items. So you can see, like this green slurry tank here just moves up one, and up one, and up one. So this is why when I get to the bottom, I think I'm going higher than I am, because really I'm just moving it down by one. It's very weird. Take that, nature. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah, plows. There was a thing about sort of ploughing a lot of stuff, wasn't there? With the plough, you can prepare fields for the next sowing, create new fields. Interesting. Oh, for an extra 1,000, you get an extra half a meter. Nice. Jesus, 77,000 for a 6.2 meter width. Oy. Okay. Types of trailers are there? They're all just trailers. Okay. Power harrows. Texture slurry tank, tedders, headers. So what I'm thinking is, what? Look at that. That's pretty awesome. So again, this is one of those, the forks that I'm looking at probably fit on here as well, but I don't have that vehicle, you know, obviously. What I'm thinking is, so this is the skid steer loader. And again, the front loader, they both have the attachments they need already. So if I go to here and I look at front loader and skid steer loader, what are these for? So this goes on the front of the skid steer loader, understandable. But then this here, does this go on the front? Or does this go on a tractor and then you use the front loader part as well? I think for science I'm going to have to try, aren't I? Front loader, and what's the difference here? Weight, by the looks of it? This is 150 horsepower plus. This is 90 horsepower plus. Well, we've got something like 170 horsepower, I think. I can't remember what our tractor is. Did I turn it off? No, I didn't. There we go. It's a Case 3 Pro, apparently. Right, that's this one here. What's the point of having an overview of the vehicles I have? It literally tells me nothing about them. It's not like a garage or something telling me what it is. Okay. Sure, you'd use it eventually. Exactly. Surely I would. If not, we can technically sell things back. See, garage. Here we are. Here we are. Right, it's in the shop menu. I have a garage. Okay. It is 170 horsepower. Yes, that is what we have. So we might as well, if we're going to, pick up. If we're going to try it, we might as well pick up the front loader suitable for 150 plus. Hydrate. Thank you, Diddy. Excuse me. Do you know what? Screw it. Let's give it a go. Worst case scenario is I'll just cancel this contract, pick up something else I know I can do, and, you know, we'll make the money back. That's the whole point, isn't it? You game, you make the money. Buy it. Sure. Fetch it at the store. Where we are. Where he is right now. Let's have a look. See, because look, this is where you can attach things on the front. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see what happens. No, it doesn't work. What is it supposed to attach to then? For fuck's sakes. All right, fine. Well, we leave these bits here. We'll go make our money elsewhere. Blackjack and hookers. Manually attach item. No, whenever we get close to something, either the back or the front, these little hooks here and here, it will just come up with a Q option. Just say press Q and you can attach or detach certain things at the front or back. So in theory, we shouldn't have to actually get out to do something like that. Okay, there's this contract. Cancel the contract. Yeah. Lose all payment. If we, it's fine. Whatever. We can't. So apparently we can't. Too easy. Exactly. So, so apparently we can't transport things. We can sow fields though. Jesus, actually, 22 acres. Oh, that's another big one. That's going to take a while. 7 acres. 7 acres isn't too bad. 4 grand. Hey, what other jobs are there? What we got here? Baling, not a thing. Oh, not a lot going on. Okay. Harvesting, we do 9 acres. We're probably talking something like 45 minutes work there. 25 is about 3 hours. 3 acres. That's maybe 20 minutes, something like that. For a couple of grand. What was the other one I was looking at? 4 grand for that. For sowing 7 here. I reckon we can do that one. Let's do this one. Accept contract. Now we need to make sure we are sowing, I mean. Oh, right. I have to collect to cancel that. Okay. Jesus Christ. There we go. Equipment you need. Right, yeah. It can show you at the bottom. Unfortunately, the one we had before isn't there. And we don't always... It's also kind of representative. So this just means we need a harvester and a header. They don't have to be these 2 types exactly, because this header may not do what the job it needed to, as well as a tractor and a trailer to carry the stuff afterwards. And thankfully, we have all of those depending on certain things. So we need to sow canola. We need to make sure it's the canola seed in field 10. Field 10 being that one up there. Okay. Not immense. That's okay. In fact, is that the one we did before? No, that was 17. Okay. Yeah, okay, right. So I need to go pick up my seeder thingy. Around this way. Spin around, spin around. Whoop. Seed sower, that's it. The seed sower thingy. Which is next to our field, which is still growing. Yeah. That's our field there of wheat, I think. So that's our lime spreader, and this here is our seeder. Whoa, okay. There we go. Right, I have to canola. There we go. I'm not sure that we're going to get very far. Are there any shops in between, or do I have to go back to this one? Because we don't want to run out seeds halfway. That could be a long way back. Okay, gotta go back to the shop to fill it up. Oh no! I'm ruining my crops! Right, okay, good to know. Crop destruction is a thing. I'll bear that in mind for the future. I'm not too invested, don't worry. I don't think a small field of wheat is going to get us much money or anything. Granted, it gets us a lot less money now, but whatever. Ruining or making part of it? Well, I mean... Oh my god. Jesus. I really need to... Right. Do you know what the problem with this is? The fact that it doesn't, like, centre the turning. So if I let go... Well, okay, it does, but it does it very slowly. I let this man on the road. Oh, thank you. But it's so you can easily just like oversteer, and then you're not correcting very quickly, especially when I'm looking at chat. But anyway, the point is, yes, we are kind of ruining things, but yeah, it's all about perspective. Right, where are we? Okay, so I need to buy some seeds. It's going to be these extra things. Here we are. Bags. Big bags, probably. Right, these are feed. So these are feed for animals. Seed, big bag. Because it's weird. It doesn't matter what seed you just buy seed. And then you get to choose what type of seed you're sowing. So, you know, that's fine. I'll buy 2 of these. I know they're cutting into profits. And click, thank you. Yeah, because the thing is, whenever we're sowing seeds, we can just keep making money off of this, so it's fine. There we go, 2 of these. Okay. Oh god. Right, hang on. How the hell? How the hell do I? Oh, refill. Excellent. There we go. Because we're near it. That'll do. Sweet. Oh, look at that. Filling up a bunch. We got loads now. Sorted. Excellent. Okay. How the hell do I drive a tractor simulator? Yeah, driving instructor simulator. Right, out of the way, people. Tractor coming through. Jesus, that's a hell of a hairpin for turning. If you want to go take a right-hand turn, blimey. Okay, Jesus, look at that money. We are now 12 grand less. No, didn't we start at like 30? Yeah, we're 32. 10 grand less. Okay. Eesh. And all we did was buy something we can't use, or 2 things we can't use. Although in theory they should work together. And I guess I'll probably just have to sell them, won't I? Let's face it. It's not gonna. Because if I ever need a front loader, I want to get that one with the tank tracks on that. That'd be cool. Traffic seems to actually punish you for poor driving. Yes, yeah, there's a reason that I'm not playing that one right now. My god, though, the hours you have to put in to get anywhere in that game is insane. The literal, like, well, you can spend, like, 3 hours driving somewhere, which sounds cool until you get to, like, the very end and you topple it, and it's like, oh, okay, you've lost 80% of your profits. And you're like, oh, god. And it's just... It's weird. It's an absolute grind, which sounds kind of appealing when it's simple enough. But when it starts getting sort of, dangerously picky, there's a problem, We're going to take this way again, because I like to live dangerously. Does sound appealing. Yeah, because field 10 is just over there, isn't it? Yeah. Wait, hang on. I've just realised, is that an option? Where are we? Game general settings. Switch to train. Is crop destruction an option? I feel like the way I drive, I shouldn't have that on if I have the chance to turn it off. No, it's not that. Game settings. Name is my save game. Okay. Economic value, dirt, automatic English, engine start. That's the one. Start and go braking, fuel usage, helper refill. Helper refill. Okay. Plant growth normal. Plant withering. Oh, crop destruction. I'm going to turn that off because it's me. So yeah, we'll do that. I don't want to be too cheesy, but I also just feel like I suck and shouldn't really be penalised for being sucky. It's not my fault, man. This is 10 right here. Okay, here we are. Yeah. Yeah, okay, this will take a while. No problem. God, I cannot reverse with a trailer. It's awful. Everything is your fault. No. Please. Hello, Pat, you right? You tuned in just in time for us to start. A pretty repetitive job. There we go. Let's put it down to a reasonable speed. There we go. Oh no, there's train tracks outside. Right, okay. Yeah, hello, how you doing? Hope you're well. Welcome to Farming Simulator again. Alright, haven't slept and just helped carrying a toilet off a big van. Oh, sweet. I guess. Haven't slept. Why not? Literally? Yes, I'm inclined to think so. Oh, no, okay. Where is this? There we go. Straighten up, straighten up. Get me head back in the game, so to speak. There we are. In a box. Well, that's the right thing. In a box? Why would they put a toilet in a box? I've never seen a toilet in a box. That's very weird. I take it this is for your place. Well, hopefully they. Hang on, you need a toilet? Playing moving simulator, yeah. So it'll drive straight. I don't think we need to wait to find that out. Night hour mode, and last night I was told he'd be up early tomorrow. I was like, oh. Yeah, but still, surely a couple of hours is better than nothing. So you just get a couple of hours and wake up feeling like shit, but by the end of the day you won't want to die. My phone auto-corrected. Oh, shit. I'm looking at chat. I'm not going straight. Okay, question answered. Can I do straight? No. No, I can't. Simple answer. This music sounds almost Eurovision epic style. Redo the bathroom floor and lino. Then we're getting a new toilet base on top of the new counters too, I think. Sweet. Not sure. Bathroom's getting fixed, basically. I was going to say, you know, I didn't think it was specifically the toilet that needed replacing. I thought it was the floor so that you didn't all, you know, die. But if they're going to do that bit first and then also replace the toilet, bonus. You know, why not? But, I'm glad something's getting done about it. Oh god, now we have to be a little more accurate. By we, I mean me. But I'm taking it all down with me, god damn it. Ran into a car. The game is fine with it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that car took it like a tank. It's just run over by a tractor means nothing. He just land. The game is flashing. No, yeah. Yes, exactly. Whoop. It's fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. Too tired though. Not too tired at the moment. I was gonna say too tired for snapping. That sounds strange. Gonna eat to bed. Hope to last longer, but I almost thinking of chairs. Oh no, yeah. Be awake by the next one. No problem, Randicords. Sleep well. Have a good time. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you whenever I see you. Looking after yourself is more important, so don't worry about it. But thank you for dropping by. It's good to see you. 46 now. I'm surprised I'm awake right now. Really? What, you've been in this one instance, or just in general lately? 14, 16 hours a day. Oh, well, that suggests more than, more than once. Oh my god, I'm weaving. What's going on? There we are. We're leaving. Level. There we go. It's fine. Then again, surely if you've been sleeping that much, why wouldn't you be awake? What else? How much more do you need? Are you well, though? I hope that's not a problem. In general, side effect of sorts. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, hopefully it's not interfering with things too much, and you just, you're just catching up on what you need to do. 7 hours sleep. I've got 4 in with. Oh, still. So I didn't take a. Oh no. Stabbing is a. I'm sorry, Diddy. That is sucky, to say the least. Like I said, the weekend I had like a headache, which is why I didn't stream on Sunday, and so I woke up at like 4 and needed to take some painkillers. That's very unusual for me, but not normally that bad at all. I think it was just a side effect of I had to do some gardening before, because we still got some, you know how like over winter you have to prep shrubberies and such, so that when the spring comes in they're not all so overgrown so immediately. So some of that is still to do, and I think I maybe overdid it a bit on Sunday, but on Saturday, sorry, hence I didn't do a lot on Sunday. But God, this is shoddy work. They better pay me at the end anyway, but still, I wouldn't pay me. But yeah, so that's very unusual. Not, it doesn't really matter. How did I miss that bit there? Oh well, I can pick up the loose bits later if they need to. But it's never been, it's never been that bad though. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. It's really odd, isn't it? You sort of get put. Not that I mean this to sound in any way negative, of course, but sometimes I don't know what to say to people when, because it's very difficult to sound sincere when I really am. But it also sounds a bit like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Anyway, but you're just like, well, how much more can I really say without sounding overly, sort of weird about it? So in all honesty, I hope you're, I'm sorry to hear that you're in pain, and I hope it gets better soon. Quickly after waking, thankfully they worked. Oh, well, that's all right then. So the migraine's gone at least. Yeah, I have a friend who suffers with migraines, and they sound awful. I don't think I've ever had a migraine. I've had bad headaches, I think everybody has at some point or other, but I think I've ever had a migraine, so I feel very lucky that I've never had to suffer that. Attempt to drive straight is patchy at best. But we're getting there. We're slowly improving. Like I said, if they're going to complain about the little bits, I'll get them later. As long as I'm doing the right crop, that was the most important thing, and I believe I have, so that's okay. It is canola. When we change sides and I'm moving, I shall check the contract, see what kind of percentage we're counting up at. See, I thought I kept pretty straight, but I obviously literally just missed a bit right there. Oh my god, and that's way off. Okay. That's it's an unnecessary quantity right there. Oh, it's auto-save. Contract. Here we are. We're a quarter of the way done. How sweet is that? Maybe I should just do everything running backwards because I clearly keep missing. I don't know why. I wish we could skip songs in the radio. I know it's supposed to be a radio, so that doesn't help, but it feels, you know, some of these are a bit meh, and others are really cool. Because I think we found out last week, if you turn the radio off and turn it back on, it just stays at the same tune, so it just carries on where it left off. It's like, Casio! I can't just keep it quiet for a song or two. At least with every time we go round, we're making these corners a little easier to get time to level out before we approach. So it's getting easier and easier on the way in. I like it. Look at this fucking wobbly line here. Jesus. Oh, well, thank you, Dee Dee. And as always, that includes you as well. Oh, here's another thing today. We got an email saying that our mortgage application has been accepted on proviso that we get a good evaluation of the property. That is to say, because we've applied for a place that is basically being built. You know, it won't be done for several months yet. But they still have to. The mortgage people have to. They still have to send someone to check that the mortgage is, you know, worthwhile. If just in case anyone's not familiar, basically they have to make sure that the amount they're lending you is worth it on the property. Because in case it defaults and they have to, you know, repossess or something like that, then they're not going to end up losing out by repossessing a property that's not worth what they loaned you. That kind of thing. So they just have to send out evaluation. It is exciting. Yes, thank you. We thought this place was lost to us through various shenanigans, but it's come round, and we put in the application last week. What day are we? Yes, yeah. So it would be last week, and they've got the basically, because it's still being built, the guy has to turn up, look at the building site, look at the plans, and then say yay or nay. You know, but considering it's being built and the place is never going to be cheaper, so there's no way really they can look at this property and go, nah, it's not worth the money. But if the guy comes back and says yes, then the application has gone ahead, and we're all set to go through. It's been a lot of toing and froing with paperwork because everybody wants to know who you are, so it involves just constantly just taking pictures of all the same ID and getting all your getting all your own selfies. And we found right, so everybody wants these selfies which are just like, because they give you all these apps which are like ID, sort of verification things. They're like, right, okay, so take a picture of your ID. You're like, okay, so we do that, and sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes the camera's being an arse, or you just don't get it in focus, or whatever. It's all it's all over the place. Then eventually you do that, and it's like, right, now take a picture of yourself, and it has to be like, as if it the same kind of quality, the same kind of rules as if you were taking a passport picture. So it needs to be a plain background. You need to be relatively plain yourself. No, I have to take my glasses off and things like that. Not pulling any funny faces and all this kind of stuff, which is fine, obviously. But we found the best lighting and the most plain background in our house is in the bathroom, because because it has a window. You get a straight natural light sort of face on from the windows. Otherwise, everywhere else has a shadow cast over your face at some time or other. So we just have to stand in the bath and take a picture with our sort of plain background above the bath, and because it's not tiled that high or anything like that. So it's the amount of times we've just got to do that for everybody. Every man wants you to verify who you are, and you're just like, Jesus Christ. I was saying, because most of them, I think sort of 4 out of 5 times we've had to do it. It's all through the same app. So everyone knows this. Sounds like a bit of one, yeah. So everyone knows this application, and I was saying I don't understand why the app doesn't just verify who you are, and then you can submit that to anybody who requests it, as opposed to having to run through a link that uses the same app for every individual. I don't understand why we can't just. Mum says hi. She just popped out again. No, fair enough. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah, I don't know why the application doesn't just remember what you've done and forward that on to anybody who's asking for it via sort of very secure links, instead of having to have you do the same steps over and over again. I understand that involves a certain level of storage, so they can argue, well, we're only storing this for the purposes of passing it on, and then then we turn it, get rid of it. It's just clean to save. Yeah, I guess it's just so it's very frustrating sometimes, especially like I said when things don't, the system decides to start being glitchy, because the thing is, like a lot of these apps as well, they are surprisingly processor intensive. And you're like, well, it doesn't look like it's doing a lot, but like wifey's phone won't work with it at all. We can only use my phone because it's the only one that will keep functioning when you open the app. Because the amount of times these programs, you open them and they just crash, and it's just like, for Christ's sakes, what? They're only, they're not even doing a lot, these things, but they just take so much processing power for some reason, apparently. But anyway, so that was some good news. It's time to start sort of really feeling like we're getting somewhere now, because as I'm sure many of you are aware, we had a bit of a journey last year, sort of with a couple of properties. We were like, hey, this is looking good, and then something falls through. And after a while, actually, I was talking to a friend just around Christmas time, and he was saying it seemed like every time we looked at somewhere, like something else came up as a reason for why we couldn't do it. And we were just constantly gaining more and more things to have to look out, like a checklist of things that we had to keep avoiding to narrow down properties that we could actually get. It was crazy. So the fact that something was able to actually come through, sort of, it's a bit of a weird one, because of course we you want to get excited about it, and of course you have to get prepared for it as well, but you also don't want to get overly excited or over prepared, because you don't want everything in boxes for longer than they have to be, or certainly you can't do that for essentials. But then you don't want to wait too long, because so that you end up packing everything last minute because you may not have time, and so on. It's a weird juggling act, but you just try to be excited, but conservatively cautious. How am I missing so many of these lines? This is awful. I understand this terrain is a bit rough, to be fair, so I'm bouncing around a bit, but Jesus Christ, look at all of this. Last second. No, exactly. That's the thing. We don't... I mean, we thankfully this time round, we'll get plenty of notice to a degree because, like I said, it's, they'll know when it's done and we'll get a bit more, thing. But we also don't want to sort of wait until they say, hey, here's your 6 weeks, chance, this is when it's opening, when you've got it. And 6 weeks is not a lot of time to prepare things or anything like that. But, because I think last time we moved, because I haven't actually moved a lot in my life. I moved out of my family home, which is where I grew up, into a property. And then about 18 months later, I moved here, and that's it. So I've only technically moved twice, even though the first time wasn't everything, because it was just like moving out home. You never take everything with you, do you? So I did one full move after moving out, and that was it. Whereas, yeah, so this is going to be like the most intensive move I think we've ever done, and yeah, you just want to make sure you got the time, don't you? It as well as Jesus. I'm expecting it to go pretty rough because that much coordination never happens right, does it? All these people who are like, the phone company, the water company, and electric company. Thank you, Didi. I expect them all to sort of, I expect at least one of them, or, at least one of them to, oh, accidentally turned off the cruise control. One of them to screw up somewhere, so we'll probably be without internet for a week or two while they get things organised. Because even when we lived here, getting internet sort of fixed when it changed over was a bit of a nightmare. Because like fibre optic hubs are somehow programmed to the property. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me anymore. Technology, it's gone way beyond my knowledge these days. And we, so they sent us a hub, but then it wouldn't work, and they were like, "Oh, because it's been programmed to something else. It's not programmed properly," and so they had to send us a whole new hub rather than just, program it or give us a code or anything like that. It had to be. We had to get a whole new hub that was programmed for us. So even just swapping our internet took like a week to fix. And that was, with like priority postage and things, It's mental. It could be 1 to 2 times a year. I'm hearing on Friday, hey, we need to be out by Saturday. Staying put in one spot is so oh my god. As a child, that sounds disruptive, but as an adult, that must have been awful. I mean, well, it swings around about, I guess. It sounds disruptive as a child and very bad, so I appreciate that. But also, as an adult, you think, well, children don't have a lot more to do. They're just like, make sure they've got everything, got their toys packed, and so on. They're not having to deal with, bills and sort of the effort of moving things. They're not organising it. They're just tagging along. It's a bit like holiday. They're just going to make sure they've got the stuff they want. Parents are going to pick up the rest. But yeah, 1 to 2 times a year, Jesus. If you don't mind me asking, was that just like was like someone, was that like a military thing or something? Was someone serving where they travelled a lot, or was it business or something, or just your family like to move around? Of course, you don't have to answer. That's fine. But God, I was born and raised in the same house, and I never knew anywhere else until I moved out. Like I said, that first time to a while, and then then I stayed here. I'm absolutely a homebody. I can't imagine not settling down in some fashion. I'm not even much of a traveller, to be honest, thinking about it. I love the idea of seeing the world, but actually getting there, I can't be bothered. Most of the time when you are there, it doesn't feel any different, really. You just sort of go, you're like, okay, so it's just like home, but, slightly different weather, or, different language on the road signs, or whatever. It's like, it doesn't really feel like any different. Not usually for me, anyway. Doesn't make it worthwhile. Hello, train! Hang on. Level up before I start reading. There we go. Terrible fine. I repeated that. That's good. Hate coming back, that's fair. Understandable, entirely. Yeah. Where are we looking at? 55%? Not bad. More than half. it's odd because I think I really like the act of traveling. Um, I love trains. I like sitting on them, just watching the world go by. Um, it depends on the style and of course how how cramped it is, how clean it is, that kind of stuff. That's all a factor, I guess. But in principle, I love the idea of trains. Something like the Orient Express would be amazing to to travel on, I think. But I can't stand just the stress of having to make sure I've got all my bags on me and waiting for things that are oh, well, we've got a connection, so we have to make sure we're on this. You have to make sure this train is on time, and if it isn't, then we've missed our connection. It's like, oh, but because it's out of your control as well. So you're either waiting a long time or you're rushing somewhere, and it's so frustrating that it's all someone else's job, and most of the time, it doesn't work out. Well, no, it works out, generally, but if it doesn't work out, it's not your, anything you can do about it. But you can bring the puppers here. Connection part is terrible. Do you know what? I've never been on a plane, so I can imagine it. And of course, I've seen airports and shows and on TV as well as films and things like that. It looks horrendous, but I've never known it. So I feel kind of lucky in that regard. I think I would probably rather travel by boat. But although weirdly, I did always want to be a pilot, but not because I think I would rather travel by boat just because of the pace of it. Planes just seem so rushed and so much formality all the time, whereas you just get on a boat. There we go, let's go sailing away. But I would still like the idea of being up in the sky. That sounds awesome. Oh no. If we complete this without having to fill in all these gaps, I'm not going to go around and fill them in. Just letting you know now, that's not what's going to happen. It's very hard sometimes to tell the difference between the shadows of birds and the birds that suddenly appear on the ground and fly away, and I keep thinking I'm about to run some over. We get good value for money out of these seeds as well. It's not so bad. Trade long distance. I want to do it at least once. Yeah, that's fair. Just the idea of just sitting there. I know it's all on rails and it's but sometimes trains have some amazing scenery. Their tracks are laid through some of the best parts of the country, and you just think, wow, this. Just the idea. I especially love the idea of those ones always exactly. I mean, granted, a lot of things can look good in movies that for the sake of it, but you're right. It's just I like the idea of sitting on one of those where like they're going through just like a snowy region. You see them in like northern Japan or through Siberia or something like that, where they're just like and China. Although I don't feel compelled to visit China, they have some amazing landscapes and a pretty vast railway network. So some of that looks amazing. Just to travel, it's like we've got that viaduct up in Scotland that the Hogwarts Express ran over. That looks really nice. That whole area is apparently very lovely, but it's also only part of the journey. There's still the getting on and getting off bit, which are kind of within sort of towns and cities, and they're not it's not quite as pretty all the way. But yeah, just the idea of like a winter train just bombing it along through snow. I understand that's not the most ideal weather system for them, but the ones that are designed to function during that and somehow do, that's amazing. Because there's certain trains can be very functional, can be very boring, generally day to day. But some of them, the ones that take the longer routes, can be very. They can have a real sort of comfort about them. They're like a little sort of cabin on wheels. And they always keep quite warm, to be fair. I've never known a cold train because, of course, the amount of heat they generate. Sounds mega pretty. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Just like, See, England has a lot to offer with regards to countryside, but the problem is it's where you get on and off that's the problem. You know, that in itself usually isn't pretty fun. And of course, the climate is very, you know, it's very middle of the road most of the time. We never see sort of great, you know, snowy. Then again, if we saw a great blizzard that, you know, looked amazing through train windows, the bloody train wouldn't be running. Too much snow on the track or some bollocks, you know. I used to work very temporarily for a train company. And they, I understand the concept of the whole, because if you're not familiar with it, there is a very sort of a bit of a joke in the UK about how, you know, we often get leaves on the track or the wrong type of leaves, and they're like, what are you talking about, leaves on the track? How do leaves slow down a train? Surely it just goes. But I understand that basically, if the amount of pressure between a train's wheel and the track, as well as the fact that they're both extremely shiny and slick metal, you put organic matter between that, which is really basically sludge, you know, because wet leaves just, you know, degrade into sludge after time. So during like the autumn and winter months, when you get leaves fall on the track and that sludge gets on the track, it really messes with them working. What I don't understand is how other countries deal with it, yet somehow we don't. There are actually like cleaner trains, which, you know, are sent along tracks to help clean up the track. They don't just leave it. It has to be cleaned up for functionality purposes. So they do something about it, but surely that isn't also happening, you know, across the great, you know, vast reaches of trains travelling around the world. They're not all getting like a tiny little train to run ahead of them to clean the tracks first. So there must be some engineering in place to account for it. You know, somehow ours doesn't. Never thought it would be interesting. Exactly. I mean, it's like things like so that's when they're like, oh, we got the wrong leaves on the track. It's a dry leaf obviously makes no difference whatsoever because that will just crumble to dust. Doesn't matter. But a wet leaf, that's dangerous. You know, you're talking trains that can't stop or trains that can't go, depending on the gradient of the track and so on. It's all a bit of a mess. But you know, you're not, like I said, you're not telling me like the thousands of miles that, you know, travel across, I don't know, Canada or whatever, don't, you know, don't cope with some leaves on the line, because there's no way to keep all that clean. I struggle to think they do, because maybe that is all it. Maybe it's just so basic they have to, but I struggle to believe that they have the finances to run that, you know, a whole extra train system purely for cleaning the tracks ahead of the actual trains that they're paying for it. Weather here in the desert, so it's strange to think that sometimes where it happens. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, but it's like obviously being, you know, the UK, we you know, we're all over the place with temperature. Fucking hell, I screwed that bit up. But it's things like we get trains have to reduce functionality if they get too hot. Not the actual train itself, but we're not the materials are designed to work with cold, and so we have. There are trains that actually go round certain areas to warm up tracks ahead of time, because obviously if it's too cold it can be brittle, as well as it changes the shape and the control of the metal. But when it gets hot, there's nothing you can do about that. So you can end up with tracks that just warp in the sun, and you have to essentially just wait for them to come back to a reasonable temperature, or fix them, because, you know, they can obviously, if they warp, they can become damaged, and you don't want stresses on them when they may have a hairline fracture that could just easily blow under the pressure of a train doing 120 miles an hour, you know. But it's like they have ultrasonic trains where basically they drive over the track, and very close to the track it has a like an X-ray machine basically, which scans the track, and at, oh god, I can't remember the numbers now, but like millions of checks a minute or a second or whatever, I don't know. It essentially scans the track looking for any variation in the quality of the metal, and it flags up areas that are bad, so that hopefully ahead of time, if they notice anything that's potentially dangerous, they just replace that section of the track, and it'll be good. Otherwise, you can end up looking at, like I said, things like hairline fractures and so on, which just get worse. Mind blown learning this. Please don't want to leave tracks. Oh no, no! I should have leveled out before I read. Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's to a state. It's to a state in the UK that we have this. There's actually like a rule of how close trees can be close to train tracks to try and reduce the amount of leaves they drop on the tracks. Obviously, that doesn't account for, you know, huge amounts of wind being, you know, blowing the leaves however far they're going to go. But there's actually like they actually have to basically travel the railways and essentially measure trees nearby and go, nope, that one's overhanging, chop it down. And I think that's such a shame, because of course the idea of passing sort of through nature feels so much nicer, but of course it's all future planning. One of the few instances we actually show effort in trying to reduce future outcomes rather than just fix them. Firefighting all the time is not is our usual way, to be honest. Where are we? 79%, not bad. Wait until we get hover trains. Well, they only really work in straight lines. Jesus, can you see the, like, can you imagine the cost of that? We just spent, what, 35-ish? 32 billion fixing up half a network that we were planning to do. It's like 6 times the cost and half the length just to upgrade for the purposes of some like freight trains, basically. You know, they just want to increase the freight capacity, was most of it, and that went absolutely out of control, and it's an absolute palaver. Can you? And that's just a normal kind of track, just a slight upgrade, additionally to the ones we have. Can you imagine if they were like, hey, we want to build a straight line track from, I don't know, probably London, let's face it, to Scotland or something like that? Yeah, it'd be amazing to be on, I guess. But then you think about all the people and the nature in between that got cut out because they couldn't be bothered to draw a straight line that isn't just, you know, chopping everything in half. Because that's what they did with HS2. They didn't go round anything. They went over houses. They went through houses. They compulsory purchased a whole bunch of stuff and then didn't use it because, of course, like I said, the track was only half finished, basically. It didn't go as far as they wanted it to because it reached where it is now, and they went, we've spent enough, thanks. We're not doing any more, which is, I think, reasonable. I see both sides of the argument here. Freight does need to improve because we're taking that off of the roads, and so sticking the capacity onto train tracks is better. It's better technically for the environment, as well as, like I said, it, you know, just reduces general traffic overall. So it's more convenient for people, as well as if you can move freight to a different style, you can then up like passenger transport to, you know, in other areas. So it basically affects the overall capacity of the rail network. But then it absolutely ruins everything around it and costs an absolute fortune, which we don't have the ability to afford in either sense. So it's like, it just, yeah, I don't know. Taking up on a freight train to the US, and I had no idea how intense it is. Really? Oh, John Oliver. Do you know what? Okay, you said John Oliver, and I thought Jamie Oliver for some reason. And I was just like, what's that got? He's a TV chef. What's that got to do with American freight trains? I don't get it. But John Oliver makes a lot more sense. Who's Jamie Oliver? He's a TV chef. It's just, yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that did make. Sorry, it was just my brain being a bit stupid. Okay, John Oliver. Yeah, so of course John Oliver. Do you know what? I really liked his American stuff. Like, he was over here being, sort of a B-rate comedian for a while, doing various TV shows and things, and that was all fine. He was great. And then he went to America and somehow exploded out there. I don't understand. But the stuff he did in America was great. But after a couple of years, I feel like he just really loved himself a bit too much. There were times when I was just like, okay, now you're just sounding arrogant and insulting for the sake of it. He did some great stuff, I can't deny that, and I greatly enjoyed his stuff for a while. But it can be a little off-putting sometimes with his attitude. Not to say him as a person is bad, but it's a bit. I feel like, although nowhere near as bad, towards the end I kind of felt like he was a bit like James Corden in attitude. And I was like, yeah, okay, he may not be that bad, may not be so love or hate kind of character, but I personally just sort of went off him a bit. And for some reason, maybe it's just me, but when people get tainted like that in my brain, I can't go back to them. It's like there are a couple of comedians I have enjoyed their comedy until they say a joke I don't like, and then immediately afterwards I'm just like, oh, nope, not for me, thanks. The whole character, so to speak, the person is just ruined, and I'm just like, no thanks. It's not. And it's weird. It's very strange. But anyway, the point is, he's very good. So yeah, anyway, you were talking about stuff he did. Intense freight in the US. In what way was it intense? Do you mean like the sheer quantity of it, or like the time scaling and such? The sort of the management of it. Because I can imagine, obviously, you've got things like, if you have an entire, I don't know, state that all they do is farm eggs or something. I don't know, you've got to get those eggs everywhere else, and they're not going to stay for long. So stay fresh for long. So I appreciate that a lot of these things are time sensitive. So is that what you mean? As in, like, it's just full on, got to go for it, or is it intense in different ways? Are you curious? Yeah, I mean, his UK stuff, like I said, he was the kind of person that I did not know his name. He would just pop up on the occasional like panel show, and I'd be like, oh, he's quite funny, and he was, still is, I suppose, but his persona, I guess, his character. Although I don't think he puts on a character, but his character changed completely when he went to the US. It's still him, but he looks so different, as well as like they gave him a bit of a. He looks more like a normal human being now, I guess. Whereas before he was very, he had a very, I would argue like an almost slightly bohemian look about him. Just very hawkish face and foppish hair. Whereas, of course, he went to America. They're just like, nope. Okay, we're gonna make you look a bit better than that. Put him in suits as well. Whereas before he was just shirt and slacks kind of thing. Quantity of how much they carry, time management, how many accidents happen, they're carrying, and how overworked the stuff are. So basically, US things. What's that? Oh shit! Sorry, I'm reading it down. Brought to light something I would never have thought about. Oh wow. Okay, interesting. Oh, damn it! I veered again there. I cannot keep straight. I swear I'm actually just driving straight. I don't know why I can't seem to keep it there. See, look. There we go. I'm straight. I'm not adjusting anything, but I'm still wobbling. I think it's just the terrain is so shit. 88%, not bad. I don't think I did basically US things. Makes you think of Muse, really? Do you know, I only know like a couple of Muse bits. I don't really know their music that much. I used to work with someone who was like, she loved them, like everything they did. But although I think even she got a bit bored of it after like Supermassive Black Hole. Exactly, everybody knows that. It's really quite good. But I remember asking her, like, you know how like it is with co-workers, you just try to keep conversation going sometimes, and I remember asking her about, been into any Muse concerts or something lately, and I think she was starting to go off them. Can't remember exactly what she said, but basically her boyfriend was also a massive fan, but he was like an Uber fan compared to her, and she was just like, I'm getting sick of the sound of them. Or sick of talking about them or something like that. I was like, okay. There is such a thing as too much of a good thing. But no, so beyond sort of like random little things, I don't really know them that much. Also got bored. They're amazing live. Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. It do you know, I realised the other day there's some bands which I absolutely loved, like when I was younger, and I still like them. I just, for some reason, for reasons I cannot explain, I don't sit down and listen to their music anymore. I don't know. It was like, I can always go back to it, and that's the odd thing I think, because when I was younger, of course, that involved putting in a CD and that CD would probably then be in my CD player for like a week or whatever, just because I couldn't be bothered to change it. And I'd be like, hey, this is amazing, and then I'd be uploading it to an iPod instead, and I'd be like, oh, okay, well, this is just what's on my iPod. Whereas now, I only really listen to music on like YouTube, just because it's so convenient to be able to find anything I'm looking for without having to swap anything. And of course, I don't, although my computer has a CD drive, and I always think it would, because I just think a sensible thing for a PC to have. Never go for fully, non-physical media. That's crazy. I can't see myself sitting here changing CDs over and over again just to listen to them. That's madness as far as I'm concerned. And not the band. That's how I feel about new metal bands you loved. Oh no, not. So who was it? Who were you into? If we go back to I don't know, 15-year-old stuffed ducks, what T-shirts were you wearing? Or hoodies? Actually, I get the feeling you were more like sort of hoodies and. Would it have been a hoodie with like baggy trousers and chains, that kind of look, or am I getting it wrong? I don't want to offend, but that's just the vibe I get. Oldest kid I didn't know what a CD drive was. What? Older computer for his first computer with a drive, and then it told him about floppy disks. Jesus. Yep. It's crazy, I think, because of course we're all, there's that whole thing about, they don't even know what the save icon is. But of course, save icons aren't even floppy disks that much anymore. Often they're CDs for some reason, which you didn't really save on. It was always a hard drive, but sometimes it's changed slightly just for the fact that they can't be bothered to, telling people what a CD is sometimes is a bit outdated, as opposed to having to tell them what a floppy disk is. Must blow their minds when they find out there's still the occasional B drive. It's like, what's this for? Well, let me tell you. Your C drive is always your C drive because. Totally, with the huge pants and jeans. Korn, absolute favourite. Obsessed, like with all the birthdays to celebrate them. Obsessed. That's fine. I'm not going to mock that in any fashion, but I don't know how. I can see it. I can absolutely see it. God, I don't know if there was ever a band I was obsessed about. I was always other stuff, like TV shows, like when I was younger. Good times. Yeah. God, what was my obsession? Because it did change. Power Rangers, I think, was probably the biggest one. I wouldn't say I was obsessed with like Pokemon. That was more just like I really liked the games and the gameplay. I played it for way longer than the recommended, like, you know, their age, their target audience, of course, is like 10-year-olds, and I'm playing it into my 30s. But beyond that, well, 40s, I guess, actually, technically. I think I stopped sort of last year. I was like, yeah, I think I'm done now. But yeah, I absolutely loved Power Rangers as a teenager as well. I've always been late on things. Like, you know, again, Power Rangers was aimed at, like, you know, what, 10-year-olds again? Targets our age now. Yes, yeah. It's like they know their audience grew up and they can't be bothered anymore. They're just like, screw it, we'll stick to that. We've got them hooked already. I'm surprised they didn't just like start coming out with like Pokemon, you know, cigarettes or whatever, Pokemon booze. Just keep the same audience, but, you know, change the marketing. But yeah. So who's your favourite Ranger? The White Ranger, generally. Or right. So it depends, obviously. Depends on the series you're at and things like that. Because of course White wasn't at the beginning, and he started out with Green. So Green was cool. Jason David Frank, I think, was an awesome Power Ranger, and it's you know, RIP and all that. Absolute shame, but I don't know. Billy was always my favourite, but then I feel like that's because he was a little nerdy and was blue. My favourite colour was blue, and it just, you know, it was one of those rather sort of superficial things. You know, it wasn't necessarily about him so much as just blue. You know, but White was awesome. He you know, he had all the cool toys and was just always like a level above for some reason. You know, the natural leader and all that shit. You know, got mega into them. Fair enough. Yeah. Exactly, and I bet your boys were not 15. I don't know what it was. It just stuck with me. I mean, it stuck later as well, but I sort of, when I was a kid, you know, younger, I could absolutely sort of see the fun in it, and I got everything out of it. But then as I got older, as much as I could still enjoy it for either nostalgia's sake or for the purposes of, you know, just enjoyment, you know, I don't think we have to necessarily be age-locked to things. Certainly not when they're aimed younger, because you're like, well, you know, obviously children shouldn't be into too much mature stuff, but vice versa. It doesn't matter. You can't be too childish. But some of the acting could be very, you know, very cringeworthy. So, you know, it's hard to escape that as you get older and sort of recognise it, you know. Who would be the pink or yellow Ranger? That's it. It's sucky, isn't it? Getting only like essentially two choices. Do you want to be one or the other? Because the rest are boys, let's face it. You do what you do. Oh, it's Teletubbies even in middle school. I think there were plenty of adults watch Teletubbies, but probably just because they, like, you know, just got stoned and couldn't sort of really focus on anything else. There was like a whole niche of in their market of people who just enjoyed them for that alone. Bright colours, craziness, happenings, but no real focus on what you need to understand. You know, there's no real dialogue. It's easy. The Power Rangers for babies, they are. You're right. Oh, it looks like we're nearly done now. Bonus. So any second now, he's going to be like, that's it, thanks for doing my field. And I'm going to be like, hey, no problem. Thanks for not caring about the middle of your field. I've done all the edges, so he can't tell. We're now just going to work in circles as best we can. Or ovals, I guess, at this rate. Oh, okay. I don't know if the sound went for you for a second there, but it just went for me, because something just it's like my computer tabbed out for something, but it didn't happen. I don't know. Scarecrows and not growth. Exactly. I'm just going to make a really interesting middle here. That spin around song again. How apt. As we're doing circles. E. I just find this song a little more catchy than the rest. Right. Is this contract done yet? Yes, it is! Sweet. Ka-ching! Right. What else have we got here? Transporting. Can't do it. Harvesting. 4 acres? Might be worth it. Field 17. Isn't that one we did before? 4 acres. No, Field 17 is the one we planted before. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. How's our field looking? Our field's ready for harvest. That's where we're off to. What are we on? Yeah, great job. Thank you. Indie pop perfection. %72%. I don't know exactly how much that cost us, but that wasn't a lot, surely. I mean, it wasn't full, was it? So maybe we did about 17-18% to do that entire field. Not bad for the cost. For sowing, I mean. Still think that's a church over there. Not sure what the purpose of that would be. Maybe it's something else entirely. It looks very churchy. Train! Out of the way! White car. I'm only just going faster than him. Wake up, no problem. Trying to guess where I'm going. Looking at this mini map. Thinking straight on would be better. Wait, hang on. Would it? Yeah, because we're on a bit of a ditch there, aren't we, essentially? I don't want to be catapult over the top. And over around that way would have been really long. So we'll cut down here and come back. Yeah. Shut up, buddy. We all know I drive faster than you. Honking your horn at me. Oh, finally. The rain they predicted has come in. Fine, I guess you get to go first. Of course, I appreciate we're going to have to make this journey again with the harvester, which is what we actually need. But never mind, never mind. Thank you, Dee Dee. 1 second. Just, I'll wait till I park up and then I'll have the drink. Thank you. There we go. Back. What exciting things did I miss? Parking. Oh, and the rain started. Welcome back. Thank you, Dean. Right. Now we get to do more driving. Because this is the harvester, the bit we actually need. So if you missed our driving before, don't worry. See it all over again. You see it all over again at a much slower pace. That vehicle is hitting. It really is, but it's the harvester we could afford. So we're it's very expensive as well. Wasn't this one like 100,000 or something crazy like that? I think it does well for the job. It's just not, you know, very attractive for it, unfortunately. I feel like the range should be doing more. Like, I appreciate they, you know, I don't want to see puddles on the ground or whatever, but I don't know. It feels like it should be darker or something like that. Does that make sense? Sounds nice. It does. You're right. There we go. Hey! There's a bloody car up our tail. This time I am the slow one. And you're apparently not allowed to overtake, so ha ha ha. Look at me, just like gunning it. Stop, gun it, stop. Mate, just keep at a steady pace. No trains coming. Good to know. Because there's no way this thing is outrunning a train. Slightly narrower road. Slightly narrower? Slightly more narrow road here. I don't know where narrow came from. I want to be able to get out and grab a bite to eat. Wait, can I? I can come here? What do I... Oh, it's just a cash machine. I was really excited by the idea of maybe being able to get out and eat. I don't know why. It's not like I'm eating, you know, but never mind. The role play of the matter. Can you eat the cash? Oh, good, yeah. Some foods you might as well. Isn't McDonald's basically that? Oh, right, okay, yeah, here we go. Oh, there's a post there. I thought I was turning steeper than that. Okay. Come on. Pull ourselves off the road here, there we go. Right, drop that. Oh my god, look, you could You can see the different types of crops where somehow I must have missed something. That's a different crop entirely. Oh yeah, we turned off the destruction limit. Bonus. There we go. Right. Dude, just imagine the amount of crops that would be destroyed already if I hadn't turned it off. Lower it. Turn it on. Wait. Do not harvest during rain or hail. Don't tell me what to do. Or can I literally not do that? You motherfucker. Where the heck? Exactly. Alright, fine. I guess we'll wait for the weather to change at some point. It's not predicted to change anytime soon. Turn that off. Leave that there. Good lord. Play the sun song. Alright, fine. What other contracts have we got going then? Since I can't harvest my own stuff. And I can't harvest anything else. So no one can pay me for harvesting because I can't do it. Can't do transport. Baling. Well, I can't do baling because I don't have the equipment for it. Good lord. Mow the grass, then bale the grass and wrap it into silage bales. Take the bales to barn. Jesus. I don't think I would have the money because you'd need right, so you'd need a mower and a baler. And a baler that can wrap as well. And then you'd have to have like a bale transport. Because I don't think balers carry bales. They just make them and leave them behind. So, so I literally can't do any of this. Hang on. Maybe if this is transport items from cement factory to construction site. Is it cement? If it's like a grain or a liquid, I might be able to carry it in my trailer. If it's an object I have to pick up on pallets, then I can't do that. Well, we know the dairy one doesn't work out. One really huge truck or a transformer. Oh my god! Yes. Oh, that'd be amazing. Can you imagine a life sim that just involves transformers? It'd be like, well, what am I going to do now? I literally can't do anything. None of the contracts work. I can't do my own field here. I just got to sit and wait for the weather? Oh, do you know what? I could just speed up time. Sit and wait for that to pass. The fastest it goes is 120. Is that right? Yeah, okay. There we go. Thank you, Dee Dee. Autobots assemble. And a farm, I guess. Thank you, Dee Dee, for the hydrate. Nom nom nom. Hey, we can sit here. I was hoping to enjoy the rain whilst we worked, but since it apparently is such an issue, we have to wait for it to pass. The contract's changing at all? What have we got here? Baling, harvesting, transporting. Weeding? Oh, no, I don't have a weeder. But then it only gives us like 400 anyway. Yeah, it's kind of a shame it doesn't tell me what the transport is. So I don't know if it's like transport grain, I can do that easy. Transport company. Weeding, fertilizing. Wait, I could do fertilizing because we have the fertilizer. Yeah, let's take that one. Sweet. Is there a penalty for cancelling? I don't think so. I didn't notice one before, so maybe not. I think this still has some fertilizer in it. I don't know if it has a lot or enough. 37%. We'll see how far it goes. Right, where am I going? Fertilized field 12 is... How big is field 12? Where am I looking? 11... Oh, that one there. Well, we'll give it a go and see what happens, I guess. Did these go under the tracks here? Let's see if we can take that journey. That sounds cool. Let's see if I can get up that way. That goes up here? Oh, it's a bit messy, but it's fine. We're getting there. What horsepower's all about. Oh my god, it's this way. It's a footpath, basically. Alright. Prepare to regret everything. Oh my god. It does, it goes under the train track up there. Sweet. With the Bob Ross painting. Oh. Oh, that's fine. We're all good. Right. Go wider, that's fine. I don't know how long 37% will last us. Just we'll see what happens. Seems pretty reasonable to keep straight. I say, not keeping straight at all. Spilling out Wi-Fi. Oh no, all the Wi-Fi's everywhere. It's not spilling, it's pooping. It's pooping Wi-Fi. You don't want to know what it has to eat. Consumes 5G. This is the real terror. Apparently we'll take it relatively slow. Spin around this way. And go. See, you'd think this would be something you shouldn't do in the rain, because surely it's going to help like wash it away or something like that. I know what they're saying about, you know, harvesting in the rain is probably not good, because it's like, well, it's a bit like cutting your lawn, you know, it doesn't work well, but still, it's a game. Never mind. Appreciate the realism. Fair enough. Oh, that is a nice sound. I love the rain. I get very little reason to go out in it these days. There were times I used to think it never rained enough. Now, it just doesn't seem to matter. And that's a shame. But, yeah. I specifically love being out in the rain when I have a reason to be out in the rain. Just, you know, just standing in it doesn't really do anything for me. But going somewhere, you get to enjoy it whilst having a purpose. I got old and everything makes me too cold. You're not old. You can be cold, but you're definitely not old. Hydrate, thank you, Didi. 36 feels old. It feels old, but it's absolutely not. And imagine what you're going to be at twice that age. Sorry, thank you for the hydrate, Didi. Sorry, I did that whilst chatting. Forgot to thank you. It's alright. I wouldn't mind seeing the lightning if we're getting the thunder. That's awesome. And it looks like we're going to have plenty of fertiliser because we've only dropped 4%. Doing great. There's one thing I don't run out of. It's fertiliser. What's the back of a... Bredel? Okay. I don't recall reading that last time. Either a brand or a very old word I've never heard of. Bredel. Bridal. Oh, Bridal Sassoon. Just a tiny bit. I'm sure they won't care. They're not gonna mind. It's fine. Bredal. I'm not. I assume it's a brand name or some description. I'm not familiar with it. Oh, it's on the side as well. I didn't even notice that. It's a yen. Probably the maker of the muck spreader. Here and slightly. Get back in there. Get back. There we go. It's a pretty leisurely cruise control pace. I don't mind it. I don't know as if I can, like... I don't know as if using spreading the fertilizer will matter if with overlaps, whether it only counts using fertilizer on bits that are unfertilized, or whether it literally just outputs at a constant rate no matter where you are, and you can end up losing it, you know, by being inefficient. I don't know, so I'm trying to be efficient just in case. More confused. Bredale, right? There's no E at the end. You nearly got it. So it's all the same without the E. Bredal, I guess. It could absolutely be completely foreign, and I'm saying it entirely wrong, because it turns out a lot of these agricultural tools are developed in, like, you know, Germany and things like that. Aha! The weather is due for change. There is some kind of non-rainy cloud on the prediction. That's all we've got so far. Can we get down? Oh, I can't get it straight down the middle. Okay. Whoa, my God, what is going on? Where am I? All over the place. Come on. Even up. Straighten out. Bring it back. Bring it back now. There we go. What's going on? Oh, I can just about make it if I can keep straight down this middle somehow. Looks like we're doing all right. Mystery solved. Ah, so it's like a surname. Ah, okay. The founder of the company, maybe. Makes sense. Oh look, we completed the contract already. Well, I'll get to the end of it. I'll be nice. I'll fertilise the rest of their field. I've only missed a couple of other little bits. There we go. Let's have a look here. That was... See, I love the fertilising jobs. They're so easy. Complete. Collect. Sorted. Ooh, what's this one here? Fertilise field 10. Wait, we just did field 10. Cool, okay. Transporting can't do. Harvesting, still raining. Transporting, baling. Right, okay. Another fertilising job. Field 10, take it. It's going to get us another few grand. Oh, then again, that field cost us... White bits. I'm not sure if we'll have enough fertiliser. Will we? What am I thinking of? Oh, I was thinking of seeds, actually, because that's the one... That started out at like 90% and dropped down, didn't it? This was in the 30s. Spent us just over 10%. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, bonus. It's alright. Getting me numbers mixed up and confusing myself. We're all good. Play chicken with his car, shall I? Let's not, actually. Oh, it's the next field up. Next turning, I should say. It's just to the road. Why not? Numbers can be hard. They can be. Not all of them should be, though. That's a unique skill I'd like to bring to the table. Complete and utter reliance on something or someone else to do maths. It makes them feel important, you know? I do know. I wonder, now that we've accepted this contract, this field is going to look the same as I left it, like absolute just a mess, you know? Or whether it's now just like a default. It's like, nope, it's fine. Nah, see, this is definitely not the field I sowed. Wait, so it is, yeah, field 10, fertilize, any type of fertilizer. Okay, we'll do that one then. Easy. Okay. Yeah, that's not the way I'm meant to be going, but whatever. Pull it back a bit so we can level up. Yeah, there we go. Sort of vaguely. Oh my god. Straighten out, would you? Pull it back so I can see the edge here. There we go. Okay. Don't have to be too accurate. They don't seem to care. So why should I? Okay, speed. Yeah, well, that's just the that's the speed of the cruise control. I can up it. We glad the train just went past, because I wasn't paying attention to whether it was coming before I decided to veer onto the tracks. Some tools will automatically reduce your speed anyway to have to function. But you want to go faster? Okay, we'll take it. No, 12. Okay, 12 is the limit for this tool. So I'm going to drop it to 11. That's what I do. It's like 10, but one louder. That's kind of what I was doing. Yeah, yep, yeah, okay. Just mixing things up a bit, take it from a different angle. Wait, that field grew in the time we had our back turned. My God. It's magic. It's witchcraft is what it is. Someone shall burn for this. And it ain't gotta be me. Or the crops. Ideally not the crops. But they're in the rain. I think they'll be okay. Hydrate. Thank you, DD. Yeah, we're heading in a straight line-ish. Thank you very much. Oh, just noticed the time. What are we? 2.5 hours. I'm going to have to do... I can't do as long this time as I did last time, which is a good solid 6 hours. Because, oh my God, look at that. What am I doing? I've got... I'm sure farmers can too. I don't know if you've heard Adele, but she clearly has talents farmers do not. Yeah, sorry, I can't stream as long today because I've got Tuesday's our gaming night, which means I need to reserve some of my sort of PC time for that, which means I'll need to essentially stop, get dinner, take a break, basically give my arse a rest for a couple of hours, and then I can be back to gaming in the evening. So we'll probably round it off to 3 hours, why not? Which is in half an hour. Game night sounds so nice. It is. It's quite fun. We're doing. We mostly stick to Cthulhu, Call of Cthulhu games. We've got one of those running at the moment. One of our main GM is not. He's just taking a short break between games, get himself prepped for future games and things like that. So one of our team is having a go at because he's also GMing but relatively new. He's GMing for like another group and things like that. So he's taking us on a mystical, wonderful ride. In the interim, we played Arkham Horror. I didn't realise how many there are. How many? What? Sorry, specifically. Arkham Horrors, or do you mean like tabletop games? What gets me is the sheer quantity of like games of Cthulhu. Oh, I see. Right. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. What gets me is the rule sets. The variety of ways. You've got your standard types, and then it's just like with with all tabletop games, you've got you've got your basic set, then you've got your variety sets, then you've got your homebrews and things like that. But I just the sheer trying to remember how everything works in different. Hey, contract's finished. Will be nice and finish it off for them. Just the sheer trying to remember which mechanics you're working with at the time. It's like our GM's constantly telling us to do skill checks, and there's like, no, that's not what it's called in this system. Like, curse it. Right, collect that one. Sweet. Another fertilizing. Ooh, $8,000 for this one. Hang on. Is there anything better? Anything better? No, it's all harvesting. $16,000 for fertilizing. We'll take it. I don't care how long the job is. We're gonna take it. This fertilizer doesn't seem to take all that much time at all. Oh wait, what's the what field we're looking at? Field 11. I think that's the one right next to us, isn't it? No, beneath us. Cool. Okay. $16,000. I like it. I like it a lot. That guy loves his fields. Yeah. Oh, I don't know how easy it's going to be to tell which bits I've fertilised with crops growing in the way. But oh well. We'll see. Right, that's what I wanted. And up here slightly. And go. There we go. Do you know, I think I did this field before, didn't I? I think I did. Whatever. We'll do it again. It's all money. Yeah, gotta somehow try and keep track. Thankfully, it doesn't get wet in the rain. Thank you for the headbat, Stevie. Oh no, don't do too much. Not that much. Yeah, so we yeah, so just trying to remember the game systems can be a bit difficult. But I love the variety of them when it comes to like D&D. Do you know the weird thing is, I love D&D, but I'm not a like a role player as such. I do not. I'm not an actor basically. I feel cringed out, or I'm not I'm too giggly or something like that. I can't really do a character. And GMs I've had have been very good with that, because some they like to they like to role play a little too much, or in fact try and encourage you to role play. That's the worst thing you can do, I think, because people don't have they shouldn't have to feel like that. But no, my GM's really good with that, and yeah, as much as I love D&D, I don't sort of like I said, role play into it too much, which can sometimes take you out of the universe that you're in. Because in all reality, it's just you making it, and so if you don't really put some effort in, it doesn't feel like anything's come of it. But that's fine. Come on, straighten up. Straighten up a bit further in. There we go. It'll all come out of the wash. Fine. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So that's the whole point. I'll be cutting out. You were in sorry, Stuff Ducks. You were in a game last I heard. Was that with Wanderlust? Am I thinking of the right person? I think so. Did anything more come of that? Have you played any more games since? When you say you played Arkham Horror, any particular adventures? You had fun with them? I'm not sure I played any actual Arkham Horror itself. Another life. Right, I see what you're saying. Okay, fair enough. Oh, right, and that was the one he was talking about the other day when he said he hadn't hadn't been in for some time. Okay, that's great. Hello, cat. What are you doing? What? Hello, hi. Welcome back. Where have you been? Look, thank you for the look, Dee Dee. Wish I could send you my game, it just collects dust. The art is so cool, though. So, your game? Game of what? Also, are you talking to me or Pet? Oh, Arkham Horror, is that what you're saying? Sorry. Because I mentioned I haven't played any. Sorry. Maybe that's what you mean. Arkham Horror, right, oh, okay. Ah, that's alright, don't worry. You'll get back to it, I'm sure. I know that sometimes these things sit around and they just essentially become a reminder of the things we haven't done, but you'll get a chance and you'll come back and you'll go, I'm so glad I didn't get rid of this, and I really enjoy playing it, etc., etc. Good, I can just about make out where we've been before, so that's good. Try and keep this reasonable. Maybe you can get your boys into it. Maybe they'd like it at some point. Maybe not when they're too young, obviously. Cthulhu doesn't go well for kids, really. Little baby Cthulhu. Hello, cat. What are you doing? You just sat on the desk next to my hand. You're not going to like it when I have to actually move my hand much. What's the matter? He's looking at me and purring like I owe him something, but I don't, I swear. He has been fed lunch perfectly fine. Take corner. Do you know what? Screw it, we'll go back. Back this way. Mix it up a bit. We don't want to go around in too many circles in the same direction. We'll get dizzy. It's interesting. There's like 2, 3 layers of detail here that come up. Like, oh, I'm losing track of the colours. Here we are. The way it, sort of the concentric circles around me of detail that slowly build up as it moves out. Well, they don't build up. They build up as they get closer, I guess. But really, it just gets worse as it moves away from us. Weird. Let's go to start here. Level out. I don't know if when I play it again. You never beat it, really. Some classic Cthulhu can be very difficult, though. I mean, that's not, you know, I appreciate that. It's not always fun. We have our GM sometimes likes to change the system so that it becomes a little more investigative because there's a lot of mystery to Cthulhu, but then you start playing and everything's just out to kill you, and you're like, well, that's not, you know, it's not really mysterious. That's just, it's like a beat 'em up with a massive handicap. Or go insane, or get lost in the abyss. Yeah, I had. I think my favourite so far was I had a character who I will not. I won't spoil the plot as such, so I'll try to keep this ambiguous to a degree, because you might recognise it if you come to the end of an adventure you're playing and realise what's happening. But right at the end of I had this character last good, I guess maybe like 18 months, something like that. And we got to the end of the campaign, and then we worked all the way through. We were doing great, and literally the last thing we had to do, my guy was like, "Hey, let's just go over here. This is where we need to go. That doorway is exactly what we need." And it turns out the door led to certain death, and so. all the characters we'd had, and we managed to survive one of them. One of them made it all the way back, and that character now has a reputation of being the only survivor of any campaign we ever do. You know, it's not good. It doesn't look good for his reputation generally. When everyone's just like, you know, why are you the only survivor? The amount of times he has apparently seemingly returned from nowhere, and no one else is with him. It's not good. I think I'm getting it right here on this. Oh, no? Yeah, okay. But the feels, yeah. I mean, I think some of my characters have made it through surprising events. You know, I don't know how I've pulled out of it, but of course it's all teamwork, isn't it? You know, you've got to have a good healer, etc. But or well, you know, a doctor. Obviously, it's not D&D, so healers don't work quite the same. But you've got to have someone around who can get you out of trouble, and then just got to hope your team don't abandon you. But yeah, so somehow mine have scraped through a couple of times when I didn't think that was possible. But we've also had one guy, his characters at this rate, they're starting to feel a bit like fodder. You know, he is the stereotypical red shirt. Always someone new. No abandonment in teamwork. Exactly, yeah. Oh god, I'm really struggling to see where this edge is under these crops. Oh, thankfully I can see my own tyre tracks. It kind of helps a little bit. Okay, so somewhere... Right, there it is. I can see it. Oh, we've only got 11%, so we've used up half of what we had before. I hope we can get to the end of this. Hang on. What's the contract on? 65. Okay. If we keep up this pace, we're doing all right. We'll have just enough to last the contract. And maybe by then it will stop raining. We can go and harvest our field. Maybe. Shall see. Okay, here we go. Had a day's work in this game. Right, so it moves in the top right corner, you'll see the clock. And underneath it is a couple of arrows, look like the fast forward symbol, and a number. Now that is basically the game's speed. So I can adjust that to represent a number relative to real-time minutes. So at the moment it's moving at 5 times speed. So the game clock moves 5 times faster than average. So for every minute we move 5 minutes in game. I can speed that up to 120 or down to 1. So if I want to stay in a particular game day for any particular reason, I can slow it right down to a minute by minute system. God, I'm really struggling to see this here. That's so cool. It is. It doesn't, as far as I can tell, have a calendar. So crops are literally on rotation depending on how quickly they want to grow. which you can adjust in the game settings, how, you know, whether they run at faster, slower, or normal growing speed. But that, of course, it's not a real-time growing speed. Oh my god, I'm just completely lost here. I have no idea what's happening. This is so dark. Oh, I don't know if that's helped. I can't see where I've been now. I think I need this. Ah, wait, hang on. There's the line. Okay, I can see the line there. Can I see it with the lights on? No, I don't think I can. They sort of kind of getting away. Right, okay, I can just about make it out. I'll have to go from here. I can't tell it. No, it's I'm only just about making it out, and I think because the game is getting darker, but the lights here aren't helping. But I'll keep them on anyway. I'm gonna have to guess a bit basically, and try and stick to a shape minus where I've potentially already been, and just try and go from there. Oh wait, hang on. I can see a colour change here, which means I've gone way too far. Okay. I could see my own tracks for a second there, which suggests that's where I'd already been. Hello, train! Alright, okay. I've got it again. Sorry, I'll look at chat in a second. Just about making out where I'm going. What are you wearing there? Stop it. That should do. Yeah. Oh yeah, so we don't sort of grow crops per season or anything like that. It's just a matter of you plant them and they take a time to grow. And that time is relative to real time, I think, not game time. But I don't know, actually. That's, you know, I'm not entirely sure on that at all. Oh my god, I'm weaving all over the place. Oh wait, hang on. The 87%. We're in field 11. Is that helping? No, not really. Needs weeding. I don't care about that. Needs lime. That's what I'm adding now, I think, but it isn't updating on a real-time basis. So it's just not done yet, is it? Bums. I was hoping that might help. Okay, I'll keep the contract up, see if that helps. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Dee Dee. Yeah, and so, of course, there is also a day-night cycle dependent on game time. So, of course, it's getting darker now because we're moving into the evening hours. What I don't understand is the weather changing. Like, we've had that little cloud next to our cloud telling us it's going to change weather, but I don't know how long that's going to last. Does this help at all? Can I see anything here? No. Okay. Well, I'm at 88%, so, you know. It lasts forever. Yes, maybe. Let's cut down the centre of the field now. We'll see what happens. This is going to be so hard if I have to try and just, you know, grab the last couple of percent just to make sure I'm at 91. Okay, it's still counting up. Right, okay. It's not going to be there because I'm crossing my own tracks here. Just go back this way and see if it changes. Okay, it does a bit. We'll just have to do this. See if I can just spam it and catch stuff somewhere, you know. Oh god, we're down to 4%. No, don't run out like this. I can always go back and buy more. There's no real time limit on the you know the mission, I guess. I was hoping to finish it off without having to spend extra. Let's see that. Oh, it is so forgiving. Well, I'm not going. Field there. It's fine, it's fine. Well, hang on. Where's the edge of this field? Am I going back this way? Yes, there we go. So, so I have crossed paths here at some point. This bit here, fresh. 94. 95. Okay, we're hitting fresh ground here. It's working somehow. So that's okay. So if I'm seeing my own tracks, I know I've come this way and it's not worth carrying on. Still 96, okay. Where's the edge? Oh my god. We're pretty close to the edge here. Maybe I have already done this bit before. Oh, but we're going up another percent. I'll take it. Okay. Let's try going up the field. Ah, see, that looks fresh. Like I swear I saw an edge there, like I hadn't been on it. So we'll take that. 98. We could be fine. 2%. We'll make it. We've got to, mister. Sweet. We're done. We're out of here. Complete. 16 grand in the bank. What's the next job? That's a tiny fertilizer. We'd have to buy more fertilizer, but that's fine. We can use it for all the other jobs that we need to do. Field 12. Okay. Still can't do any harvesting, and subsequently no baling either. Not that we have the equipment for that anyway, but whatever. Ploughing. I mean, we should buy a plough at some point, but 25. That's a huge field. That would take ages to do. Field 12. More fertilizing. We won't start that. We won't start that because I'm going to be finishing in 5 minutes. So what we'll do is I'll just head back to our field and get ready. Get ready for the rain to eventually stop and harvest our wheat. go. Oh my god, it's so dark. Let's go. I've made a humanoid fungal zombie from a dead rat. Oh, let's not park on train tracks. Good. The dead bat also worked. No, not the dead bats. Game, explain how. That's a humanoid fungal zombie from a dead rat. So you just turned a dead rat into a zombie and it became humanoid. That is a bit mental. Okay, going off road. Raise fungal zombie spell. The dead rat bat exploded into humanoid fungal zombie. Interesting. That's a way to go about it, I guess. Gotta keep on the road here. Well, the footpath even, really. That's all this is. Exploding something big? Exactly, yeah. With more limbs as well. But well, swap out the wings for arms, I guess. Around this way. Tight turn, but it's fine. We got it. This is absolutely not the most efficient way to go. It's a little more scenic, even in the dark and rain, you know. With very different limbs, yeah. It's a shame you can't have like a fungal zombie bat. That would be quite funny. I mean, gross by the sounds of it, but you know, just maybe like a bigger bat. I'm Batman Mushroom. Sounds like nope. Exactly, yeah. Right, so somewhere here is a regular road. We get on that road. Yes, here we are. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, where the hell am I? I thought I was... Right, yes, I'm aiming for... No, right. Oh, it's just this road. Keep going on this road. Okay. I thought I needed to be further down the map. No, we're all good. We're right where we should be. I didn't even know it. If it says my crop has died because I didn't harvest it, I should be pretty annoyed. Because I literally tried and it wouldn't let. I think it'd be okay, surely. But you know, it'd be a bit frustrating. Because what's it say? What? We're looking at soil composition, that's why. Growth, here we are. Yeah, it can wither by the looks of it. So it's ready to harvest, and the shade suggests it's somewhere in the middle of the ready to harvest section. So at some point, I love this says harvested. It's not harvested at all, I just trampled it. Excuse me. Is it raining acid rain? Maybe. I mean, there's an awful lot of industry going on around here. All these fertilizers being thrown around. It can't be healthy for the environment. Oh well. We'll try and where's the save game? Here we are. Solid save. There we go. And I'll just leave it there. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Clearly the game expects you to have AI working to help keep things moving. Well, maybe, but even the AI can't do it during rain. You know, so I mean, and I also only have one tractor. so, so I turned up with my only tractor to the harvester. Sorry. Oh, I could have got the harvester going whilst I was doing other stuff, I guess. But you're right. But that would have cost us money. I'm trying to save at the moment, but you're right. Now I know when I see rain coming, I need to prioritize harvesting, even if that means paying someone else to do it for the short time, because the harvester is separate. I only need the tractor for the trailer. You're right. We'll have to keep that in mind. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, right. Anyway, where are we? So I'm going to call it there for now. It's been 3 hours. That's a decent run, I think. I've got to go give myself a bit of a rest between gaming and oh my god, all these notifications. Go away. I'm trying to do things. I'm always trying. Fair enough. Thank you for streaming. Have fun. Oh, well, thank you. No, I appreciate you dropping by. It's lovely to chat to you, as always, of course. Any recommendations for what you calls it? Raiding. I'm open to them. I've got a couple of people playing. It depends what you want to see played. Got someone playing Pal World. I haven't actually watched any of that because I'm kind of not sure if I want to play it myself. And I feel like there's, sort of maybe like map spoilers and things like that might come along. So I don't know. I haven't got round to it. I haven't decided, so I haven't watched any of it yet. So I don't know. But, without any recommendations, we'll go to him. Either because there is that as well. I mean, it's not. Is it complete? It's not full release, is it yet? Even I'm sure I've heard it's still almost sort of some kind of early access, isn't it? Or early stage, something. Is it a full release? $30 isn't bad for a full game, but I've something in the back of my head is telling me that it's not complete yet. I don't know. But if it is, that's not so bad, I guess. But still, it's an expenditure, isn't it? It'd be well out of my budget for a little while. But, okay. Well, do you know what? I will raid him in, and we'll take it from there. See if I can get me codes. Yeah, I can. That's not how you spell his name. There we go. It is Mr. Obsidian Ant. He used to be a big Elite Dangerous streamer. And then he took a bit of a break and he's come back and he's doing a bit of variety. I mean, he had some variety before, but a little more various now. So we'll jump in. We'll see what he has to say about a couple of things. Of course, you guys do as you will. I hope you have a good day, both Dini and Stufflux, because of course it's still early for you. So I appreciate you both being here. Thank you very much for the hydrates. It's very kind. And everyone else, Mitina, Pete Apple, thank you for dropping by. Thanks for streaming. No, thank you. Appreciate you being around. And we shall away. Let's see if I spelled his name correctly. Yeah, that's him. There we go. So thanks a lot, everybody. We'll be back in a couple of days, which would be. And you know what? I'm gonna quit this game whilst I'm here, so I don't get all the noise in the outro. It just takes a little while because I press the button and it takes a minute to think about it. Yeah, you. I told you to close. Jesus. Okay. So what day are we? Tuesday. I may be back tomorrow or Thursday. I don't know as yet right now, but we'll be back with more Siberia and sort of fluffy puppies and so on. I feel like we're getting relatively close to the end of that game, and we know where we're going next as well, which is a bonus. And after that, I don't know what will be next, but we'll see. That's the future. We'll worry about that when it comes around. So yeah, thanks everybody. Take care, and we'll see you in a day or two. All right, have fun, everyone. Bye, everybody. Bye, 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 bye.